Hi, I'm Brian Metzel with Competitor Magazine. We're here at the 2012 Outdoor Retailer Trade Show in Salt Lake City. I'm here with Dr. Jeffrey Gray of the Peak Performance Project from Santa Barbara, California. You've done some testing on the new Teva Sphere shoes?
Yes. So we've done a lot of testing in our independent lab on the Teva Sphere. There's a few really novel features that we were able to find out more about with the testing. One of them is this very rounded heel, so it's rounded in all directions there. And one of the great things about this is that when you're coming into the ground, it's going to actually bring your heel lower down to the ground as a point of contact, and that's inherently more stable. In addition, the heel very rarely will come in straight to the ground, so that rounded heel in all directions really helps lower that point of impact, bringing your foot closer to the ground at contact. One of the great things about having that rounded heel as well is that we've studied braking forces. So every time your foot hits the ground when you're running, walking, or hiking, there's going to be a braking force. And we've also studied this on downhill, and that's where a lot of people have problems when they're running or hiking. And so downhill, on a 10% downhill, your braking forces can go up by 30%, which is one of the reasons why people have a lot of problems. The Teva Sphere is the only shoe we've tested in our lab that can actually lower those braking forces. The other thing is that this is a really lightweight shoe, and a lot of research has shown that lighter weight shoes actually can be more efficient when you're hiking and running. So this is a 9.5 ounce shoe, but by having the stability pods here, that we can get just as good of stability as some of the highest end motion control shoes on the running market. So we compared it to hiking shoes, motion control running shoes, lightweight shoes. We found that it's a great combination of lighter weight, that really nice decrease in the braking forces, and stability. And the nice thing about the stability here, since we're not really relying on a different density of foam or a posting, that if somebody's a neutral striker, it's not going to change how they move. But if somebody's an overpronator, or if maybe they're a neutral striker when they're fresh, but they start to get tired after a while, we study a lot of people when they're fatigued, that then they can start to rely on that medial pod a little bit more, and it almost acts like a guardrail in that way. So it's going to prevent them from letting their foot roll too much.
It's a super versatile shoe for just about any kind of runner then.
I would say so, and I think you can run in it. We've tested, like I said, against hiking shoes as well, and I think it works great in that end. And we've even tested it in multiple directions. So if somebody wants to, do an outdoor event or some sort of like soccer game just randomly, well, this is a great shoe that's going to offer you a lot of versatility.
Talk about the specs. What kind of drop does it have?
It has a 4mm drop.
Yeah. And then how about the weights? What does it weigh in at?
The men's size 9 weighs in at 9.45 ounces.
Pretty good. So it's a new Teva Sphere. It comes in a variety of different models, $120 to $140, and it comes out next February.